Glitchy title screen. Glitchy title screen. Anyway, up, down, right.
Shall we do an introduction?
Hello and welcome to the Let's Have a Laugh test of the latest build of Unfair Sonic 1 by Josh Wolk. And yep, he'll be talking us through how things go in this hilarity that we call a beta test session.
Because that's the level that's been worked on the most. Or Unfair Hill Zone in this case.
Oh, debug mods, don't we love you? You don't do nothing.
Do you want me to explain how debug mode works in Unfair Sonic 1, or are you going to explain?
Yes, please, if you don't mind, it is your hack.
Well, debug mode in Unfair Sonic 1 works in a way that you can't change the objects. You're only a ring, you can't place any objects. At the moment, it's currently in an unfinished state. So basically what you're going to be able to do is pause the game, which you can't normally do if debug mode isn't enabled. But when you pause the game, you can actually press C to trigger auto run, or press B to display the HUD. And Sarah may just demonstrate. Yeah.
As you can see,
and
Sonic's running in place, a bit like he did in Sonic Advance 2 when he was at the starting block, where you press up to see his little animation. And this is pause, and press B. There's our glorious HUD style. I'll just turn off auto run if I can. Whee! That's when I can't.
Well, it was supposed to be turned off when you press pause, but for some reason it doesn't want to do that. Basically, auto run, if you're wondering, is from Sonic G6 version 2. And you cannot die from anything in debug mode. Thus causing random glitches like that.
There you go. Just making sure I've activated it. He's underneath the ground somewhere.
And you can probably constantly hear the death sound. Although you really can't hear it because the sound's muted on the emulator.
It'll be captured regardless. Wow, wow, look at that bumper. Woo, spring. Press C. Come on, Sonic, where are you? There you go.
And the red springs are overpowered. If you hit the...
Care to explain what's going on?
Oh yeah, this is a glitch I found with debug mode. Because he can't die, it triggers this glitch with the spikes that are pointing in that direction.
Which I think's interesting. It reminds me of the Sonic 06 to the moon! All these guys. Woo!
See what I mean by overpowered red springs?
Yeah.
If you hit the red springs when not curled up into a ball, you will go flying across the screen. And there's invisible walls there.
Yeah.
As indicated by the Eggman.
I noticed when I was looking at the Sonic 2 LVL thing, it's Tails pictures or something.
Yeah. Did you actually have a go at editing the levels?
I had a shot at editing Emerald Hill 1 to try and look a bit like the, what's it called, Neo Green, no, not Neo Green Hill, Neo South Island 1.
No.
But I think the best thing to actually try it with would be Chemical Plant with editing Secret Plant in. Because where you've got all the invisible objects, oh yeah, minus 6 at the end now. But, I mean not the invisible objects, where you've got to do that, make Sonic swap from one like, sort of tube to the other.
Yeah.
If you actually look at the level map for Secret Plant Act 1, it well, actually no, Act 2 is your best example. The thing is smothered in those blue tubes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you mind if I explain another glitch?
Go on.
There's another glitch with debug mode, but it's very hard to perform. Basically, this glitch is when you can actually go to the signpost, trigger the signpost, and immediately run away from it as far as you can, either using standard Sonic's running speed or using debug mode. But in order to get this glitch to work, you have to trigger the screen warp in a certain way. That's why it's a very, very hard glitch to do.
Yeah. I just thought I'd show there be careful if you go into that S tube.
At the moment, as you can probably guess, the debug code is pretty much the same as the level select code, but in the actual official second public release, it will be something different. There's the LOL written in rings, and there's an invisible ceiling.
As you can see, there's plenty of spikes around. You've got to watch paths you're taking and make sure you know when to switch. Oh, is there supposed to be a gap there in the door? Or in the wall?
No, that's just the graphics glitching out.
This is good for acupuncture. All Sonic has to do is lay down. Just hit all the pressure points, you'll feel better afterwards. Now we're coming up. Oh yeah, mind that spike there. Now we've got to my favourite part of the act. Oh, isn't this beautiful?
The troll monitor.
You couldn't ask for more.
The troll monitor area. I don't know what made me come up with this, but I thought it would be funny to put a huge amount of trolling live monitors at the end of the act.
Yeah, for those that are not in the know, if you hit a monitor during this game, it automatically resets the game. So, yeah, don't hit a monitor.
But it did that in the original early beta, and in the first public release, it reset the level. But now, in the current build, it just kills Sonic. That's if you don't have debug mode, though.
Then that, folks, is me actually getting lucky. It usually took me a few attempts to get that done.
And instability is only allowed in the boss fights. However, it doesn't load on every boss fight, so you have to look for the instability monitor in some boss fights.
I can't seem to get Sonic to jump properly.
And of course, because of debug mode, you can hit Robotnik or Eggman without the instability. But if you did it without debug mode, you would die instantly if you tried to hit Eggman without instability.
I'm trying to install Sonic Genesis here. It's not working, unfortunately. And as you can tell, it's a lot more than 8 hits.
Yeah, it should be 20 hits, but for some reason it seems like it's more. And as you can probably tell with debug mode, if you want your HUD, you have to keep pressing the pause button and then pressing B to display the HUD every time you go on to the next level.
And I'm getting a warning. Oh yeah, just like the original sort of test build I did, you have a 4-minute time limit.
However, that 4-minute time limit doesn't apply for debug mode.
Yeah.
So when it gets to 4 minutes, it just freezes.
Oh, I should have probably showcased that.
The timer freezes when it gets to 4 minutes.
A bit like if you're playing the Advanced series and you decide to take the option of turning off the timer. Oh yeah, and yeah, make sure you hold right when you're doing this act.
Especially without debug mode.
Yeah. Hate
Now,
caterpillars can go literally die in a fire.
Mobile Zone isn't changed yet, apart from the bit at the beginning, so we can move on to another level like Labyrinth Zone.
Re-enable it, I'm not too sure. Find out in a minute.
So, Labyrinth Zone has been edited, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice little.
Oh, I love the spike. Yep, that's it on. Now, if I remember,
However,
you can still drown with debug mode on, but I'm not sure if that applies during the current test build.
You can still drown with debug mode.
Right.
You can take the shortcut if you want. Unless you want to keep it a secret. You can take the shortcut if you want, but unless you want to keep it a secret or something.
No, I'm going to leave it as is. Whee.
Oh, by the way, when you come to the Labyrinth Zone, watch for the shortcuts. You mainly find them in the walls, so you want to check all the walls as possibly you can.
Ooh, I love how you got all the thingies. I take that red one, I'll bring you up spikes as well. Well, that jump's going to need a bit of momentum if you want to get past it.
And there's a trick.
Let me go back. The One Ring! Oh my god,
That's
people will be praising the ground you walk on at this rate. The One Ring. My god. And it can't be gone. The One Ring to rule them all. Anything up here? Nah. Yeah, let's just go through the wall. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but look at that.
I don't think you're supposed to do that. No, not really. That's a bug found.
Yeah, this is me. One thing Josh hates when I blooming test his hacks is I always find something, but that's the whole point of debugging. Can't press the button for some reason. But that's the whole point of debugging, is seeing where there's glitches that might be tended to. Oh, he's doing tails! Look at that! Yeah, watch, I know it's not night, thank you. This is what... It was a playthrough I watched on YouTube of Sonic Mega Mix version 4, and what... It was like basically a race, different folks were playing as different characters. And the one playing as Tails, he just walked generally through Dark Fortress, which is basically Labyrinth, Marble Zone Remake, and Tails started walking through midair, and he actually thought it was maybe one of Tails' abilities, because whenever he tried jumping or whatever, Tails would like act like he was bouncing on a slope if he'd stop moving, you know, on the edge or something. So he just kept going, and he's like, oh, is this one of Tails' abilities? Bloody hell.
It's basically a gravity glitch. It happens in Sonic 3 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how you triggered it though.
Must have been from when I was doing the going through the wall or something there. I think the game still assumed Sonic was on that same level. So... Oh, the water's dropping.
You can't get to those rings. Well, you can, for some reason. But you're not supposed to be able to get to those rings, and now you're stuck between an invisible wall.
No, I'm not. Make sure I go off screen, otherwise it won't
yeah, there is a
thing.
Well, since you have debug mode on, you can easily bypass an invisible wall.
But as you saw from me trying to get Sonic to go to the right without the debug mode on, yes, there is indeed an invisible wall.